The characters in the fictional novel Good Kings, Bad Kings exercise their personal autonomy more than young adults with disabilities usually do, but students still experience neglect, abuse, and lack of personal autonomy. While neglect and abuse are not common in all public schools, lack of personal autonomy is all too common. Schools stress that students should be problem solvers, critical thinkers, etc., but that is not the expectation for students with disabilities in most cases. Instead, we do the thinking for them. We reduce their expectations. If these students in schools were as vocal about exercising their personal autonomy as the characters in Good Kings, Bad Kings, they would be seen as rebellious and then further oppressed or seen as a discipline problem. Institutionalized settings are dangerous for students with disabilities for multiple reasons. Individuals living within these institutions are isolated from their families and the public, and the people working within often assert their power over residents rather than allowing them personal autonomy. Because people with disabilities are different from the norm, ableism creates a feeling that they are less than and should depend on others, and personal autonomy is almost completely stripped away because they're labeled as incapable. This creates a sense of involuntary incarceration. They don't want to be there, but they don't have the ability and haven't been given the autonomy to make a different choice. They are exposed to abuse, neglect, and isolation, which causes an increase in mental health issues. While it does not apply to all schools, this is far too common for students with disabilities in schools to be treated much the same way. Often there are lowered expectations and educational opportunities, such as clubs, sports, and extracurricular activities. Their independence and social interactions are limited, often being placed in different classrooms. To keep this from happening, we must encourage and empower student choice and autonomy, create opportunities for students with disabilities to thrive in schools and feel included. Characters in the novel want to have personal autonomy, but ableism keeps them oppressed, feeling like they are punished for making their own choices. The intersectional practices of racism, sexism, classism, and ableism shape the lives of people with disabilities and add to the oppression that characters, like many disabled students in schools, already face as a result of their disabilities. Ableism is reinforced and inequalities are compounded. Instead of different being seen as good, ableism makes people that are quote unquote different seem negative. While exploitation may not be intentional, taking away autonomy and exerting power over students with disabilities does lead to exploitation. In the book, the institutions were marketing for more people to come to the institution, claiming that they're normal and can help those that aren't, essentially. In schools, as in institutions, the goal has to be to promote inclusion and equity and to empower all students so that we lessen the ableism concept and are able to give back personal autonomy to these students.